Forget what you've seen in the movies. Some Avengers are so powerful they make gods look weak. We're talking reality-bending, planet-crushing levels of power. These are the 10 most unstoppable Avengers of all time. Number 10. Captain America. Let's be honest, when you think of power, Steve Rogers isn't the first name that comes to mind. He doesn't shoot lasers, bend reality, or fly through space. But make no mistake, Captain America earns his place here, not just because of what he can do, but because of who he is. Born a frail kid from Brooklyn who just wanted to do his part, Steve's transformation into a super soldier turned him into the physical peak of human potential. Enhanced strength, speed, agility, and endurance, yes. But his true strength, that unbreakable will. When gods fall and geniuses falter, Cap is the one who stands up, dusts off his shield, and keeps fighting. He's faced beings far beyond his power level and never backed down, not once. From holding off Thanos with sheer grit to rallying an entire army of heroes with one single phrase, "Avengers assemble," Captain America proves that true power isn't always about destruction. Sometimes it's about inspiration. Number 9. Black Panther. Quiet, calculated, regal. T'Challa isn't just the king of Wakanda. He's the embodiment of what happens when tradition meets innovation. Thanks to the heart-shaped herb, Black Panther's physical abilities, strength, reflexes, stamina are all superhuman. But that's only half the story. His vibranium suit absorbs and redirects kinetic energy, turning enemy attacks into his own weapon. Combine that with centuries of Wakandan technology, and you get a warrior who fights like a panther. Silent, lethal, unstoppable. But his real edge is his mind. T'Challa is one of the smartest men in the Marvel Universe, a strategist who understands politics, science, and warfare on an almost unmatched level. When you're dealing with the Avengers, brute strength can only get you so far. T'Challa shows us that the sharpest claws often come with the sharpest mind. Number 8. Iron Man. Tony Stark, the man, the myth, the walking billion-dollar idea factory. Unlike most heroes, Tony didn't stumble upon power. He built it. From a cave in Afghanistan to a suit capable of battling gods, Tony's legacy is innovation itself and complete transformation. Every version of the Iron Man armor pushes the limits of what's possible. From Mark I's humble beginnings to the nanotech brilliance of the Mark 85, which could form weapons and shields out of thin air. But beneath the metal, it's Tony's mind that's his true weapon. His ability to adapt, to learn, to outthink cosmic-level threats makes him irreplaceable. Remember, this is the man who went toe-to-toe with Thanos using only what he created. His genius turned fear into progress. His sacrifice turned despair into hope. Tony may have been human, painfully, beautifully human, but he proved that intellect, courage, and heart can stand alongside gods. Number 7. Professor Hulk. The Hulk used to be two people, the brilliant scientist Bruce Banner and the raging monster who broke everything in sight. But what happens when those two finally make peace? You get Professor Hulk, the perfect blend of brains and brawn. Imagine the raw power of the Hulk, capable of leveling buildings and shrugging off missiles. Now, guided by the mind of one of the smartest men on Earth, Professor Hulk isn't just a force of destruction anymore, he's a problem solver, a tank with a PhD. He can leap miles in a single bound, withstand gamma radiation, and heal from almost any wound. But perhaps what's most impressive is his evolution. He learned that power without control is chaos. In embracing both sides of himself, Bruce Banner became something greater than either half ever was. Number 6. Vision. Born from the mind of Tony Stark, the genius of Bruce Banner, the programming of Jarvis, and the power of the Mind Stone Vision is literally the synthesis of humanity and divinity. With his vibranium body, Vision can phase through solid matter, fly, and project devastating energy beams. His density manipulation allows him to become lighter than air or harder than diamond. And thanks to the Mind Stone, his perception and intelligence operate on levels few can comprehend. Vision doesn't just fight, he calculates, predicts, and adapts in real time. He's not driven by anger or pride, but by logic and empathy. And yet, there's a tragic beauty to him, a being created to understand humans, forever standing slightly apart from them. Vision reminds us that power can be gentle, that even in a world of chaos, there's space for grace. Number 5. Doctor Strange. Now we move from science to sorcery. Stephen Strange, once a brilliant but arrogant neurosurgeon, lost his hands and found his purpose. Through the mystic arts, he became the Sorcerer Supreme, Earth's guardian against interdimensional threats that mortals can't even comprehend. Doctor Strange bends reality like clay. He can open portals across galaxies, trap enemies in infinite loops, and shift timelines with a flick of his wrist. The Eye of Agamotto gives him mastery over time itself, while his spells draw power from other dimensions, letting him command energies that make physics look like child's play. But what makes Strange truly terrifying isn't just his magic, it's his mind. He studies every outcome, every possibility. In Infinity War, he looked through 14 million futures just to find one path to victory. That's not luck, that's mastery. Doctor Strange isn't just powerful, he's prepared. And in a universe full of chaos, that makes him essential. Number 4. Thor. When you talk about raw power, Thor's name echoes through the heavens. An Asgardian god born into battle, Thor has fought for centuries against monsters, gods, and cosmic entities that could wipe out worlds. Armed with his enchanted hammer, Mjolnir, and later the mighty Stormbreaker, Thor commands the elements themselves. Lightning bends to his will. Storms answered his call. He can fly, endure planetary destruction, and take blows that would obliterate lesser beings. But what makes Thor truly compelling is his heart. For all his divine power, he's deeply human, a god who's loved, lost, and learned. From his arrogance in Thor, Ragnarok, to his despair after Endgame, we've seen every layer of his strength, not just in his arms, but in his soul. When Thor unleashes his fury, the skies themselves tremble. He's not just a warrior, he's a storm, wearing a smile. Number 3. Captain Marvel. When Carol Danvers enters a fight, the question isn't if she'll win, it's how fast. Imbued with cosmic energy from the Tesseract, Captain Marvel possesses strength and endurance that rival any god. She can fly at hypersonic speeds, survive in deep space, and unleash photon blasts powerful enough to vaporize enemy ships. Entire fleets crumble in her wake. But she's not just a powerhouse. She's a soldier, a leader, a woman who's been underestimated her whole life and turned that doubt into rocket fuel. She embodies the kind of power that doesn't just protect the universe, it redefines what's possible. Her confidence isn't arrogance, it's earned. And when Captain Marvel goes binary, glowing with cosmic fire, she becomes something close to unstoppable. In the vastness of space, she's the light that refuses to go out. Number 2. Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff isn't just powerful, she terrifies gods. At first, her abilities seemed simple: telekinesis, telepathy, energy projection. But as Wanda's understanding deepened, so did the scale of her power. The truth? She doesn't just manipulate matter, she rewrites reality itself. Her magic, known as chaos magic, lets her alter existence on a fundamental level. In WandaVision, we saw her create an entire town, families, children, and buildings out of grief alone. And in Doctor Strange, in the multiverse of madness, she traversed universes and destroyed beings who'd trained in magic for centuries. The Mind Stone may have unlocked her abilities, but it's her emotion that fuels them. Her love, her pain, her loss, they all make her unstoppable. That's what makes Scarlet Witch so haunting. She doesn't just destroy armies. She could, if she wanted, rewrite the rules of the universe. Her greatest danger? Herself. Number 1. The Sentry. And finally, standing at the very peak of Avenger power, a name many forget, but none should underestimate. The Sentry. Robert Reynolds isn't a god, an alien, or a machine. He's a man who once drank a serum that granted him the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Yes, you heard that right. The Sentry is a being of near omnipotent might. He possesses speed that rivals light, strength that dwarfs Thor's, and energy projection that can vaporize planets. He's survived decapitation, defeated gods, and come back from death itself. But the Sentry's true battle isn't with villains, it's with himself. Within him exists the Void, a dark, destructive alter ego that embodies his fears and anger. When the Void surfaces, it can annihilate entire worlds. The tragedy of the Sentry is that he's both savior and destroyer, light and shadow. His mind is a battlefield more dangerous than any war zone. In raw, unrestrained power, no Avenger, not even Scarlet Witch, quite matches him. The Sentry is living proof that sometimes the strongest heroes are also the most fragile. The Avengers aren't just a team, they're a reflection of humanity's endless spectrum of power. From the courage of Captain America to the cosmic might of the Sentry, each hero represents something unique about strength. Because power isn't just muscle or magic. Sometimes it's compassion. Sometimes it's intellect. Sometimes it's the ability to stand back up when the world says you can't. So, the next time you watch these heroes assemble, remember this. Behind every punch, every spell, every flash of lightning lies a story, a struggle, a reason to fight. And maybe that's what makes the Avengers truly powerful. Not their weapons, not their titles, but their humanity. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and hit that bell icon for more epic deep dives into the heroes we love. See you in the next video.